Good morning and welcome to our Wednesday midweek devotional. Today I'm entitling my devotional Out of the Mouth of Babes and Older Women. We can learn a lot from those around us, and the first snippets are from an 8-year-old little boy. He's trying to explain God, and this is what he says. One of God's main jobs is making people. He makes them to replace the ones that die, so there will be enough people to take care of things on the earth. He doesn't make grown-ups, just babies. I think because they are smaller and easier to make. That way, he doesn't have to take up his valuable time teaching them to talk and walk. He can just leave that to the mothers and the fathers. God's second most important job is listening to prayers. An awful lot of this goes on, since some people, like preachers and things, pray at times besides bedtime. God doesn't have time to listen to the radio or TV because of this. Because he hears everything, there must be a terrible lot of noise in his ears unless he has thought of a way to turn it off. God sees everything and hears everything and is everywhere, which keeps him pretty busy. So you shouldn't go wasting his time by going over your mom and dad's head asking for something they said you can't have. He continues, atheists are people who don't believe in God. I don't think there are any here in Chula Vista. At least there aren't any who come to our church. Jesus is God's son. He used to do all the hard work, like walking on water and performing miracles and trying to teach the people who didn't really want to learn about God. Finally got tired of him preaching to them, and they crucified him. But he was good and kind like his father, and he told his father that they didn't know what they were doing and to forgive them. And God said, okay. His dad, God, appreciated everything that he had done and all his hard work on earth, so he told him he didn't have to go out on the road anymore. Instead, he could stay in heaven. And so he did. And now he helps his dad by listening to prayers and seeing things which are important for God to take care of, and of which ones he can take care of himself without having to bother God. Like a secretary, only more important. He continues. This is an 8-year-old. You can pray anytime you want, and they are sure to help you because they got it worked out, so one of them is on duty all the time. You should always go to church on Sunday because it makes God happy. And if there's anybody you want to make happy, it's God. Don't skip church to do something you think will be more fun, like going to the beach or playing golf. This is wrong. And besides, the sun doesn't come out at the beach until noon anyway. If you don't believe in God, besides being an atheist, you will be very lonely because your parents can't go everywhere with you like to camp, but God can. And it's good to know He's around you when you're scared in the dark or when you can't swim and you get thrown into real deep water by big kids. And finally, but you shouldn't just always think of what God can do for you. I figure God put me here and He can take me back anytime He pleases. And that, says the 8-year-old boy, that's why I believe in God. Words of wisdom from the mouth of a babe or a baby. And now at the other end of the spectrum, words of wisdom from a saint, a female saint, Mother of Teresa. As well known as she is for all of the work that she did, serving the poor and the sick in India, lesser known is the fact that she struggled with faith, that she went through a dark night of the soul, not just for a month, but for years. But as she was going through that dark night of the soul, she continued to serve anyway. And these are the words entitled Anyway from Mother of Teresa. Anyway. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, others may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. If you give the world the best you have, it may never be enough. Give the world your best anyway. And finally, you see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and other people. The words of Mother Teresa, entitled Anyway. May you live your life this day enjoying the lighter words from an 8-year-old describing what he understands about God at his young age, and also hear the words of wisdom from a saint who lived well into her later decades, going through a dark night of the soul, still serving, still being God's hands and feet and heart in the world. And may you take encouragement from both of them. God bless you this day. Bye for now.